All aboard for the transcribed premiere production, The Cruise of the Poll Parrot. That exciting story of a whaling cruise that turned into a hunt for buried treasure. Our friends now find themselves in just about the worst predicament they've encountered since the cruise began. Dirk Briscoe, who's been led to the diamond deposit on Galto Island by Red Mulhooley, is now in full control of the mine. He's blasted the landslide with his own explosives and is taking the gems for himself. He has so firmly entrenched himself and his men about the mine that no attacking party could hope to defeat him. Not only that, Briscoe holds Captain Dalton prisoner. And though the crew of the Poll Parrot on the beach of Galto Island does not know this, he is preparing to exterminate all of them by hurling explosives in their midst with 2 big catapults he has constructed. Meanwhile, on the beach, Mr. Grange is beside himself when he hears that Johnny and Sue have taken some of the Poll Parrot's own explosives from the beach and run off with them no one knows where. We now find Johnny and Sue around on the other side of the island. Johnny's arms filled with heavy, ominous-looking canvas bags.
Oh, Johnny, do be careful. If you stumble, you know what might happen.
I'll watch my step, Sue.
See, I always said you were the bravest boy I ever knew. I never would have thought of taking those explosives around on this side of the island.
Well, gee, I bet you would have thought of it in just a minute. This way, we can sneak in the cave that leads from the back of the island to the mine and get right underneath that Briscoe. Then we can set off the powder right underneath them. Will they be surprised?
But aren't you afraid Captain Dalton might get hurt if you blow them up from down in the cave?
We've got to watch out for that, Sue. We just want to use enough explosive to frighten them.
Yes. And then when they're caught off guard, we can free Captain Dalton and escape.
Yeah. Gee, I hope it works.
Oh, you'll make it work, Johnny. You've always been so brave. I know you couldn't fail.
Gee, Sue, thanks. But there isn't anybody braver than you.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No, honest, Sue. You know how much I like you. Gee, maybe someday...
Johnny, look out. You're going to drop the explosives.
I almost did.
Look, Johnny, right ahead there. The entrance to the cave.
There's somebody on guard there. I should have thought of that.
What are we going to do now?
We'll have to think. Let's get as close as we can to the cave entrance without making any noise. I might have known this plan of mine was too good to work. Of course, Briscoe's men would know about that tunnel. They'd have to put a watch at this end to prevent a surprise attack.
That's all right, Johnny. We'll think of something. I know we will.
Shh. There's somebody else coming out of the tunnel.
I've asked you. Briscoe wants you to go back through the cave to the mine. He wants some help with those bloomin' catapults of his.
Aye, aye, Mr. Hollings. But why did he send you down here?
He's on his beam ends at me again. I wouldn't help him aim explosives at the crew of the Poll Parrot, so he sent me down here as watch. Get along with you now. Don't you get in trouble with him, too, by being late.
Aye, aye, sir, aye, aye.
I wonder who he is. He doesn't look like most of those other men in Briscoe's crew.
Oh, Johnny, I got to sneeze.
Sue, you mustn't.
What was that? Over in the bushes. Whoever's in those bushes, come out. All right, I'll get you myself. Ah, there you are.
Don't come any closer or I'll throw this at you.
I've asked. 2 young'uns. What have you there? Blow me down explosives. Where'd you get 'em?
Never mind. Let us alone or we'll blow you up.
You'd blow yourselves up, too, if you tried. Avast, I know who you are now. You're the 2 young'uns with Captain Dalton's crew. And you're the lass who jumped in front of Briscoe on Ascension Island when he tried to pull a gun on Dalton.
Yes, I am. What are you going to do about it?
Not a thing. I think you're 2 of the bravest kids I ever laid my eyes on.
Who are you?
I'm Hollings, first mate to Dirk Briscoe. Though if I had my choice, I'd like to see him and his whole bloomin' crew 40 fathoms under.
Is this a trick?
I'm telling you straight, lad. You may lay to that. Briscoe tricked me into sailing with him, and I've hated him ever since I found out the kind of pirate he is.
Why don't you jump ship and leave him?
He's too clever. He'd do me in if he caught me trying. But I'm waiting for my chance to get even. Hold on a moment. I just sighted light. I know what you're aiming to do with them explosives.
All right. What are you going to do about it?
I'm with you. It's a great idea. I wish I'd thought of it myself. There'd been nothing like a little explosion right under Dirk Briscoe's feet to make him forget about blowing up the crew of the Poll Parrot.
Blowing up the crew of the Poll Parrot? What do you mean?
That's just what he's aiming to do, lass. Let me plant the explosives in the mine for you. Will you trust me and let me help you? You'd better hurry.
Sue, we've got to decide quick. Do you think it's a trick? Should we trust this man?
Johnny, I like his face. I think he's telling the truth. I think we ought to take the chance.
Bless you, lass. You'll never regret that.
All right, Mr. Hollings. We'll go with you.
Avast then, mateys.
full speed ahead. Briscoe's planning right now.
Haven't you blasted swabs got those bloomin' catapults fixed yet? Mulhooley, shake a leg.
Aye, Mr. Briscoe. We'll be all set in a minute to drop them surprise packages right in the middle of the Poll Parrot's camp on the beach.
Briscoe, you'll live to regret this day. Mulhooley, what I'm going to do to you when I get free will curdle your blood.
What makes you think you're ever going to get free?
Stow that chatter, you red-headed walrus, and get that engine loaded. You other men what ain't got nothing to do, keep digging for them diamonds. We ain't got too much time to spare.
Aye, sir. First one's loaded, Mr. Briscoe.
I'm warning you for the last time. Don't aim that catapult at my crew.
A lot you've got to say about it, Dalton. If I had a mind to... Blow me down. We're being mined.
Lash me to a yardarm. Where did that come from? It seemed to come from down in the cave. And there's somebody rushing through all that dust. It's Johnny and Sue. How did you get here?
Hush, Captain.
Pretend you don't see us. We haven't been sighted yet in all this confusion.
Avast, I've got a knife. I'll loose the lines that lash you to this tree.
Who are you?
Never mind that now. You'll hear more from me later. Take these two young'uns and clear out of here while you're not noticed. There. You're free.
I'll not forget this, mate, whoever you are. Sue, Johnny, climb over that parapet as fast as you can. There's one more thing I must tend to.
Oh, please hurry, Captain. They mustn't see that you're free.
Sir, help me. Who set off that blast under our bloomin' feet? If I find the swab that did that, Dalton, how did you get free?
Never mind, you rat. Here's a little present for you.
Avast, you swabs. Find out who set off that blaster. I'll flay you alive. Hold. What's Mulhooley doing here on the ground? He's unconscious. Wake up, you blubber-coated sea cow. Wake up, I say.
Oh, me jaw. Me jaw's busted. So help me.
What hit you? Speak up.
Dalton. It was him what hit me. It was like being rammed by a bow-headed whale. Oh, me jaw.
Dalton hit you? Why, he's gone. Escaped. How did he get loose? I'll bet that scum Hollings had something to do with this. Men, calm down. Quiet. Avast, men. There's skullduggery afoot here. First, somebody's plants an explosion almost under our feet, and then Dalton gets free. When I find Hollings, who was supposed to be guarding the other entrance of this cave, I've got some questions to ask him. But if he can prove he was there on watch and nobody passed him, that means there's a traitor right here among us. And I've a sneaking suspicion it might be you, Red Mulhooley.
Me? So help me, Mr. Briscoe. It couldn't be me. I
Stow
couldn't.
it. I'll find it all out later. All I know is that we ain't as safe as we thought we was. We're gonna get these diamonds dug out of that hill, or as many as we can, and weigh anchor from this place.
And you ain't going to use the explosive catapult on Dalton's men?
I'll put you in a catapult and send you down to him in a bundle if you don't batten down your hatch, Mulhooley. Now, all of you, get to work.
Yeah, come on. Get
That makes the second time in a few days you've saved my life, Johnny and Sue. Man and boy, I've sailed the seas, and I've never found so brave a pair.
We wouldn't have been able to do much, Captain Dalton, if it hadn't been for that man Hollings.
I like him. I wish he'd leave Briscoe and come with us.
Aye, mates. I like him, too. It's a bloomin' pity he's shipping with a rat like Briscoe.
Here we are at the beach. Look, all the crew is gathered on the shore.
Oh, they see us.
Ahoy, men! We're all safe and sound.
Blow me down, Captain Dalton. It's good to see you again. We just about gave you up for a goner, we did.
3 cheers for Captain Dalton. He's a good hand you can't keep down.
Blimey, Bally, you never spoke a truer word, you didn't?
Sue, you're safe. And Johnny, Captain Dalton, you're free. Why, what's happened? I don't understand all this.
Avast, Mr. Grange. There's no time for explanation now. That'll come later. Right now, we've got to clear off this beach and get aboard the Poll Parrot.
And leave the diamonds behind, sir?
Oh, diamonds and emeralds and rubies. Oh.
We'll worry about the diamonds later. Right now, it's our lives we've got to think of. Just before I was freed, Briscoe was about to bombard the beach here with explosives thrown from a catapult. And he may start at any moment.
And a catapult to hurl explosives? Why, I never heard of such a thing.
Aye, neither did I before today. But there's no putting anything past that sea rat Briscoe. Step lively, men. We've got to clear off this beach and get aboard the Poll Parrot.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye. Step lively, step lively. Step lively.
Well, it looks as if we may fail in our mission after all.
Oh, Mr. Grange, I wouldn't say that, sir. As long as we've Captain Dalton to lead us, he'll find a way through the stormiest seas to a clear passage, he will. And you may lay to that, sir.
Well, Dickon, I can't say that I mind it as much as I thought I would, even if we miss our goal and lose the diamonds. It's been a great lesson to sail with so fine a man as Dalton. I value the friendship of such men as Dalton and you, Dickon, far more than all the gems I could find.
Why, blow me down, Mr. Grange. I'm all at sea, I am, sir. Them's kind words for an old salt like me, they be.
Well, I mean every word of it. It's taken me a long time to see things that way, but I'm on the right course now.
Rah! 3 blowing cheers for Mr. Grange. Rah!
Oh, look! There's a man running out of the bushes.
Somebody's firing at him from behind.
Why, Captain Dalton, it's Mr. Hollings, the man who helped us save you.
Blow me down, so it is. He's jumped that pack of sea wolves.
Avast! He's hit! He's fallen!
Huh? I'm going out there and bring him in.
No, you can't do that, Captain. You'll be hit.
I don't care if the bullets are falling like rain. That man helped rescue me, and I ain't going to leave him helpless when he's caught in a squall. I'm going to save him.
What has made Briscoe's first mate Hollings try to join our friends from the Poll Parrot? Is he badly hurt? Will Captain Dalton be able to save him from the guns of Briscoe and his men? And will Briscoe get the diamonds after all? To find out, be sure to listen for the next thrilling adventure in the cruise of the Poll Parrot. Your Poll Parrot announcer is Dave Ward saying... All aboard for the transcribed premiere production, The Cruise of the Poll Parrot. That thrilling adventure of whaling days and the search for buried treasure. Returning to Galto Island with explosives with which to blast the covered diamond mine, Captain Dalton and our friends find that Red Mulhooley has joined forces with the privateer, Dirk Briscoe, and his men. And behind barricades, Dirk is able to dictate terms to Captain Dalton. Under a white flag of truce, Dalton approaches the brigands and is seized and held captive for his efforts. While Briscoe is preparing to bombard the crew of the Poll Parrot with explosive-laden catapults, Johnny Robbins and Little Sue Grange, together with Dirk Briscoe's first mate Hollings, who has deserted the cause of the privateers, rescue Captain Dalton. Johnny, Sue, and the captain return to their waiting friends when they are amazed to see Hollings running away from gunfire from Briscoe and his men. Hollings, shot, falls to the ground, and Dalton turns to his rescue as we take up this exciting adventure.
Captain Dalton, they've shot Mr. Hollings.
He's the man who helped us free you from Briscoe.
Yes, and turnabout is fair play. I'm going out after him.
You can't do that, Captain Dalton. You'll be hit.
I don't care if the bullets are falling like rain. That man rescued me from Briscoe, and I'm not going to leave him helpless when he's caught in a squall. I'm going to save him.
Oh, but Captain Dalton...
Don't fear, little Miss Sue. I can take care of myself. You all lay low here on the beach. Hide behind those dories. It'll prove sufficient protection until I get back with Hollings there.
Blow me down. This treasure hunt is turning out to be a bloomin' nightmare.
Rah! A bloomin' nightmare. Rah!
Yeah, if only it were a nightmare, Dickon. Here, you, Sue, and Johnny, hide behind this boat.
But Ezra, what about the rest of the men?
They'll take care of themselves, all right. Hey, look out there. Captain Dalton is crawling on his stomach.
Yes, he's almost to where Hollings fell.
Oh, I hope he gets to him in time and is able to bring him to safety.
I'll wager he does. There. Captain Dalton's reached him.
Yes, and now he's talking to him.
Hollings. Are you hurt bad?
Oh, the buzzard nipped me in the leg. I'm afraid I can't walk on it.
Well, blow me down. You can't stay here in the line of fire like this. Those bloomin' louts will finish you off in no time.
Aye, but nothing would please the bilge rat Briscoe more. But see here, man, you can't be in danger in your own skin for the sake of mine.
That's for me to decide. First of all, we've got to stop the flow of blood in that wound of yours.
Wait. Before you do anything, take this.
What's in this bag, man?
The diamonds that rightfully belong to you and your friends. You see, it was this way.
Wait. Explanations can wait. Where's that knife of mine? Here it is. Now I'll just rip a slit from your breeches, so. Now, I'll just tie this above the wound in your leg. That'll stop the flow of blood temporarily. There. That's it.
Thanks, Captain Dalton. It feels better now, too.
That's good, mate. It's a good thing these old logs are piled up in front of us. It acts as a protection for the time being, at least.
Yes, but Dalton, you can't stay here with me. Those buzzards will be out here after us any minute now.
I hardly think so. Not for a while, anyway. They know that the minute they step out in the clearing from those bushes they're in, my men down at the beach would let them have it.
I guess you're right. They're most likely planning their next move right now.
And yet, we can't leave the safety of these logs here. We'll just have to bide our time.
Hold. Someone creeping this way from the bushes.
Aye. And from the size of his hook, I'd say it's Red Mulhooley. Aye, it is Red Mulhooley, the lubber. Well, let him come. I've been waiting for the likes of him.
Look out, Captain Dalton. He's aiming this way.
Aye, and I'm aiming his way.
Did he get you, Dalton?
No. Now it's my turn.
And you didn't miss?
No, I didn't miss. You know, Hullings, in all the years I've sailed the seas, I've never killed anyone or anything except in self-defense. But even so, whenever I was forced to do so, I always had a feeling inside of me that kind of said maybe I shouldn't have done it. But this time, looking out there in the clearing at Red Mulhooley lying on the sand there, I sort of feel as though I've done the world a good deed.
Blow me down, you're right there, Captain Dalton. It's too bad Dirk Briscoe ain't a-laying alongside of him.
You apparently don't care very much for your Captain Briscoe, Hullings.
About as much as I do a poisonous snake.
Captain Dalton. Captain Dalton.
Johnny, are you mad? What do you mean, exposing yourself to the fire of those bloomin' pirates?
I knew something had to be done, Captain Dalton. Mr. Grange wouldn't let me come, but I got away anyway. I knew you and Mr. Hollings here couldn't get back without Briscoe's men seeing you and shooting at you. So I put this bundle of twigs in front of me, and little by little I crept here.
But why, lad? Now the three of us will have a much harder time getting back to our men than before.
Oh, I don't think so, Captain Dalton. I brought these along with me.
Blow me down. Explosives. Johnny, lad, that's just the thing we need to turn the trick.
Yes. I figure it'll work this way. I'll light one and throw it up toward those bushes. When it explodes, you carry Mr. Hollings as far toward the beach as you can.
Aye.
Then before the excitement dies down, I'll light another one and throw it.
But how will you get back?
Don't worry, I'll make it. I'll save one of those sticks of explosives if they rush me. I'd just love to throw it right in the middle of those pirates.
What a lad. And a heart as stout as any of us, Captain.
You're right there, all right. I guess it's the only thing we can do. Get ready, Johnny, to light the first fuse.
All right, Captain Dalton. Are you ready?
Aye, lad.
Then here goes. There! Hurry, Captain Dalton. They'll never see you now with all that commotion.
All right, Johnny. Let them have the other one.
That's number 2.
Come on, Johnny. You better hurry.
Keep going, Captain Dalton. I'm right behind you.
Good boy, Johnny. Good boy. Oh, we're out of range of their fire now, anyway.
Here comes Mr. Grange, Dickon, and Sue.
That was nice work, Johnny. We saw it all from the beach here.
Aye, there it was, Captain. And we saw you drop Red Mulhooley in his tracks before Johnny got there, too. But Bill Dredd finally got what was coming to him.
These past few minutes were the most thrilling I've ever seen. Oh, Johnny, you were marvelous.
Oh, it was nothing.
Captain Dalton, as owner of the Poll Parrot, I've made my final decision.
What's that, Mr. Grange?
Well, the men have made ready the dories, and we're getting back to the Poll Parrot as quickly as possible and setting sail for home. Diamonds or no diamonds.
Aye, Mr. Grange, that's a good idea, but we won't have to sail without the diamonds after all, thanks to Hullings here.
What do you mean?
Perhaps Hullings can explain.
Well, sir, Briscoe left a guard to watch the swag while the excitement was going on after the explosion in the cave when Mr. Dalton here escaped. I succeeded in overpowering the guard and made off with the diamonds.
But they saw Hullings getting away, and right after that, we saw him running out in the clearing with Briscoe's men shooting at him.
Aye, that they did, and they got me in the leg. But I got the bloomin' diamonds.
And here they are in this bag, a fortune in gems.
What's that?
Blow me down. Just feel this earth quiver.
Maybe it's Smoky Mouth again, but it didn't act this way before.
And for a good reason, lad. This ain't Smoky Mouth. This is a bloomin' earthquake. I know their actions.
To the dories, then, and make for the Poll Parrot. Mr. Grange, see that Johnny and Sue go with you in one of the boats. Here, men, help me with Hullings here. Everybody into the dories and pull to sea. We've no time to lose. Here you go, there. Hurry up.
Hurry, Sue, Johnny, you get in this boat. Float her, men, and row for the Poll Parrot.
Hold on the belts for your lives. There's a swell coming.
Row, men, row.
Hey, I can hardly hold on. This boat is rocking so.
Oh, it almost turned over.
It almost capsized the hull that time. Look, Gold's a while in the squildren like she had the St. Vitus stand, so help me.
Look, it's sinking.
What, Johnny?
The island. Galto Island.
Lash me to a yard. You're right, Johnny, lad.
Ezra, we got off the island just in time.
Yes, the fates are with us. A few minutes more, and it would have been too late.
Look, it's sinking faster now.
Yes, there's not much left above water.
Hold on! I was afraid of this.
What, man? What now?
That island sinking below the ocean is causing a tidal wave. Row, men! Row before we capsize!
6 bells and all's well. 6 bells and all's well.
Aye, 6 bells and all's well. But we were awful close to disaster back there a bit, Mr. Grange.
Yeah, you're right, Captain Dalton. But let's forget about what's past. We're all safe now, thanks to our lucky stars. We've got at least a part of what we came for in these diamonds.
Well, Mr. Grange, what are your next plans?
Head for home, Captain Dalton. Then there'll be plenty of time to make plans.
Aye, sir. Home it'll be. Look, avast. Johnny and Sue with old Dickon over there. The perils of this trip haven't affected them very much.
So you see, Sue and Johnny, as I was telling you quite some time ago, the islands in these here parts with volcanoes on them have been known to rise up from nowhere and disappear as quick as they came up. That's just what happened to Galto Island. Years ago, before any of us was born, Galto sprung up during one of these volcanic eruptions, and lo and behold, we saw it when it disappeared. Old Smoky Mouth erupted once too much for its own good.
Well, I'm certainly glad we got off it in time before it went under.
Yes, but Dirk Briscoe and Red Mulhooley and their men were not as lucky as we were.
Aye, lad, but that was no luck. When Galto Island with Smoky Mouth went under the sea, that was the punishment for Briscoe and Red Mulhooley and their kind for all the foul deeds they'd done.
I'll say they were punished.
Johnny, just think. We have the treasure we came for, and now we're heading for home.
Ahoy! All hands on deck. Full sail ahead.
All hands on deck. Full sail ahead.
Now, Johnny, what were you saying about when we both get a little older?
Well, I was thinking that... Oh, maybe you... I don't...
The lubber's tongue-tied.
All hands on deck and full sail ahead. Well, it looks like smooth sailing for Johnny and Sue and all of our friends aboard the Poll Parrot. After many mishaps and near catastrophes, the cruise to Galto Island, which started out to be a whaling trip, but turned into a search for buried treasure, has ended with a great degree of success. A voyage which has seen the end of such desperate men as Altesti, Red Mulhooley, and Dirk Briscoe, and with a part of the diamond treasure, as much as could be saved from the vanishing island of Galto, in possession of its rightful owners, Ezra Grange and Johnny Robbins, the good ship Poll Parrot bow is nosed westward for the port of New Bedford. And we leave our friends Johnny Robbins, Sue Grange, Captain Dalton, and all the rest for the time being. To them, for the present, then, we say bon voyage. And to you boys and girls who have followed the thrilling experience on the cruise of the Poll Parrot, we say happy sailing from now on. Until later, then, this is your Poll Parrot announcer, Dave Ward, saying...